Oh.
There's one. Set for stun.
Three guys sitting in a dark room that smells like bad cucumbers.
Don't make me angry. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry.
Inconceivable!
Now featuring 11 listeners.
This is the unique geek.
You slimy scumbag, get on your face and give me 25.
This is the unique geek.
And welcome to another edition of 50 Days of Dragon Con. Is that right? Don't I say that
Yes.
right? 50 Days of Dragon Con, the podcast that is constantly living in our own fantasy world. We welcome you once again. And joining me as always is everyone's fantasy lady, Leigh.
Oh, that's very sweet of you, but probably a nightmare.
I may have just been canceled. I'm
You
not
might
sure.
have.
I got to go check real quick.
Yeah, I think you're all right. I won't do that to you. But hi,
Oh, hello.
it is
Oh,
hello,
Sitting back up in my chair, proper position.
and it's coming, John. It's on its way. It doesn't matter if you're prepared or not. It's coming.
Oh, I am definitely not prepared.
You're not prepared?
no.
No?
No.
Do you want to show us? Oh,
Oh, want to show you another piece of scrap
Yes,
that's going to be
please,
turned
show us
into
more.
to a trophy?
I want to see scrap turned into a trophy.
see.
That is exactly what I want to see.
This is here. This will be part of the trophy.
What in God's name is that?
Yeah, exactly. Right.
Is it a dragon?
Yes, it's a dragon.
It's a dragon with pink wings?
I guess if my color correction is off, yes. Otherwise, they're red.
Oh, otherwise, okay. Well,
In
it
real
looks
life,
pink
In
here.
real life, they're reddish orangish sort of a hue. I don't know, but
I'm not
yeah.
reddish orangish.
Yeah, at our next live, I'll release the reddish oranges. Yeah, I'll release the reddish orange, orangish red.
Oh, okay.
Reddish.
Oh, okay.
orange.
You weren't calling me reddish
What-
orange. You
What
were
is-
saying
see,
you had
what
another
you can't
one
see,
like
Lee, is I actually see the preview of what's going on back there. Cisca shaking her head like we are morons.
that. Yeah. Well, actually, John, that you brought up a dragon with what looks like probably to every viewer
What? What's that?
pink.
Sorry. Yes.
Yes,
Are
since
we
you showed
transitioning
a
now?
dragon with pink wings, I think it's time to bring in the fantasy lit director, literary fantasy literature director. This is Cisca. She is awesome, and she is just awesome. And if you've ever listened, this is one to us before, and she is already giggling. This is often something that goes off the rails just to be like a lot, actually. So, but it's okay. We're good. How are you?
I'm
Ready?
doing good. So I think going off the rails is part of my thing. And it's always small off the rails by definition. My last name's Small.
Yeah, that's right. There you go. You only make us go tiny small bit. There you go. Like a little thin bit. So now, all right, yesterday or whenever these are coming out, we talked to Jennifer. I don't know what order he's going to put them in. We talked to Jennifer of High Fantasy, where basically she said High Fantasy is the one that's
No, she
got
said
quest.
hi, fantasy. Hi, how you doing, fantasy?
No,
Okay,
wrong,
never mind.
wrong
All
way
right,
to spell that.
I'll go back into my dad cave.
Good idea. But she said High Fantasy was about, hobgoblins. Let's try that one. And when I was trying to say hobbits and goblins and other of those kind of things going on a quest and elves and everything else. But then you were everything else fantasy. Is that how you would describe, other than science sci-fi?
So there's a lot of different definitions for it. You can look it up online on some of the places that are like tropey, like they classify tropes and stuff. One of the biggest things that they'll say is it has to do with the amount of magic in it.
Okay.
If there's a high amount of magic or a low amount of magic, because to be honest, all of it's fantasy.
Right.
So I cover everything from romantasy, lit RPG, science fantasy, space fantasy, regular classic fantasy. I even get into some of the urban fantasies and stuff like that. So it's really, I get the really big umbrella, and I would say the big hard line here at Dragon Con, at least,
Yes.
is that high fantasy track is a multimedia track, meaning they have shows, movies. We focus on the print and audiobooks as an extension of that, because we have had audiobook programming. And
really cool.
that within that, we tend to give because most people like who are Lord of the Rings fans and Game of Thrones fans tend to use the movies as reference. Those tend to be covered in their book property there as well.
Okay. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. You said space fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is that like this, like having space whales?
Well,
like we've now seen in
we
Star
can talk
Trek.
about like the
Star
Mage
Wars.
Tech Chronicles, which is a science fiction series that was then turned in a science fiction and fantasy series, because it's got the science, but it also literally has mages. And
Okay.
so they have aliens, they have spaceships, but they also have gods and knights and paladins and rogues and spell
Okay.
people. So, and that actually got turned into an RPG at one point. So you have kind of a cross gamut of it. I've heard people argue that Star Wars is space fantasy.
She actually said she'd heard people say that Star Wars was high fantasy because it's just people with a different type of sword fighting some kind of weird magic. So
Yeah.
I would
So-
agree on both of those. So
Yeah.
yes.
I mean, it's fun. It's always
It's
interesting. Amazon loves to create little subcategories.
Oh, yes, they do.
And they think that it's great for shopping, and maybe it is, but it's also very annoying. And then I will say, as a consumer and a programmer at Dragon Con creating content, people will be like, well, I'm the best selling in this, and they'll name some genre, and I'm like, there's 3 books in that genre, and you are the only person with 3 books in that genre.
In that genre.
Yeah, no,
Right.
that's not a
course you're
genre.
best.
That's not a genre. That's an Amazon tag.
Well, I like that because there is a movie called Men with Brooms, which had Paul Gross in it, and it's a great movie. And somebody said he said something to the effect of, "This is the best movie ever about curling." And somebody said, "Are there many films about curling?" And he said, "No, that's why this one's the best." And I was like, that is perfect logical sense to me. I am good with
I mean, I grew up with a mom who said the hot lasagna was homemade, said so on the box.
said so on the box. God, Generation X, how did all of us live to adulthood? We're still not sometimes sure.
I think my mom's answer was she grew up on an army base so she could get to the ER without having to ask somebody to drive her.
Yeah, no, that would be, yeah. That would be bad. That would be bad. Okay, now you are also someone who has the best titles ever
I try.
for your track panels. So let's talk about Boinking Beasties this year. Just get that one out of the way. We will keep this PG-13, parents. We really are going to work at it, which we have to work out with the 2 of us. But so what is your Boinking Beasties panel? And is there something specific you're going to be talking about this year?
So I'm still working out what we're going to be talking about specific with some of the panelists because we've gotten a good bit of feedback, and they want to kind of take it in a slightly different direction. And they're like, we've covered some of this before. We've covered some of that. We've talked about maybe going into kind of how people write those scenes.
Ah, okay.
And particularly both like, the bouncing balloon bosoms, really bad ones out there.
There are some, and I just they're hard.
It is a fun panel, and it can be a tricky panel because everybody wants to do late night content, but there's only so many hours, and I'm pretty 100%, 1000% certain that Regina will kill me if I try and put an adult content panel before 10.
Yeah, they're pretty.
I almost said 8, and I could just hear her. Like, I'm like, if
you
she's
can
watching,
hear
like,
her
she's
somewhere
gonna
going, no. I said no.
Yeah,
no. Why did she not hear me when I said no? I said no again.
See, no, I'm ADHD. I totally forgot.
Right. Yeah, that didn't work on my mother when I forgot about her having to go to the doctor today. But okay. But so that's Boinking Beasties. Now, as we're talking about charity too. I want to get some of these things out of the way before we forget, because we will follow the habit trail somewhere that is not the Marriott, the Hyatt, or the Hilton, and not know where the hell we found.
The bouncing ADHD is going to hold still for charity right now. So we have a bunch of charity stuff because you guys have covered what our charity is this year, right?
Right. The National Association for Mental Illness.
Yes. And one of the biggest things is about taking off the stigma. Well, my track, we have a person who's actually a member of NAMI as one of my volunteers. And so he's very passionate about it. But I'm a veteran, and we have 2 other veterans in our track. And anybody who goes in and comes out of the military is never the same in the head. So, and we have a teacher, and we have some other health workers, and those are all fields that mental health is a very big thing. So we're putting forward a big effort for it this year. We have the Midnight Charity Color, where we're going to have the coloring books. People can come in. It's typically on Saturday night, and they can color, and we play games. So it's a kind of a calm way to party your night away.
Yeah.
And
even if you have those like tweens who are like, no, I don't need to go to bed at 10, but you're like, well, you don't really need to see around the hotels, so I'll take you to this one. There's a lot of
things you don't need to be seeing.
So I'll take you to this. If you're really wanting to stay up till midnight, we will go. Yeah.
So it's a great one that we will be doing. So Charity our department just asked me if we wanted some of the blind date with a book boxes that were being donated to the con. So we'll have some of those. And then we have a charity auction that is part of our lit RPG raid extravaganza.
Okay.
So which is kind of a fun tongue twister of an event. It's on Sunday evening. We did it last year. It was very popular. And this year we're doing it for 4 hours. We have a scavenger hunt that's going to be part of it. And for people who want to come and participate in that, where they get kind of like a bingo card, and they go around talking to the different authors, and they'll have audiobook narrators there from some of the biggest lit RPG books out there. Excellent. Like Dungeon Crawler. Jeff Hayes will be there.
Oh, I just started that series.
Yeah, he does all of those voices, and it's really trippy if you're hanging out with him in the bar and he starts switching between them.
Mm.
Oh, wow.
Especially like from Princess Donut, which is very high. It sounds like the stereotype of a cat who thinks it's a princess. Very high pitched, very prim, to some of the guttural ones. It's just like, please stop. You're tripping my brain out.
Yeah, all cats think they are prince or princesses, and we are.
This is actually called Princess Donut.
Is it really? That's awesome.
So we have, and actually this is the first time I will be putting out this information about 2 of the items we're going to have. Okay. So one is we're going to do a giant squishmallow. And we're going to do the same thing to that as we're doing to this very blank, also interesting canvas bag. we're going to have it signed by all the Lit RPG authors.
Oh, that is so cool.
Yeah. So we have, we're going to have it signed by Matt Dinniman. He's promised to sign it. Jeff Hayes, because they do everything together. They're not related, but you'd think they were because they do everything together.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And they have very similar sense of humor. So
always helpful.
yeah, always helpful. But we're gonna have like James Hunter's gonna sign it, Jay Boyce, Katie Hanna, you name it. I'm going to get as many of them to sign it, and it'll be in the silent auction on Sunday night.
Okay.
For and it'll be fun. It's gonna be it's probably going to be about 3 hours that we're doing the silent auction for, because we need time to wrap it up, because last year was our first year doing it and it took us 2 hours to wrap up the transactions.
Okay. So great. No, because how much did you raise last year?
We raised over $10,000 just from the charity auction.
Yay! See what happens when Dragon Con. Yeah. Let's give them a round of applause.
So it was a lot of fun. It was absolutely great.
That is awesome. So now what time does it start? And you're now going to go 4 hours, which
it starts at 7
p.m. on Sunday.
Yes. And then it will go for 4 hours. So it goes from 7 to 11. It's going to be in the same place as the Gather, which is it's going to be in the International Tower.
Okay. Now, for those of you who do not know where the International Tower is, that is in the Hyatt.
Yes.
When you're in the lobby of the Hyatt, you can go down the escalator, right, and you go the other way.
You can either get to it from the bottom or the top. The easiest way, I think, to honestly get there is to go, if you're coming in from outside, go to the main level, go to the gift store, and follow that hall around, and then go down.
Right. Yes, and it's really easy if you just know where the International Tower is. Some people are like, what is and it's like, no, just do this, follow. Somebody will tell you. There are going to be signs about which tracks and which things are on which floor. So yay. So that's awesome.
I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be an utter blast.
All I can think of is I would see the giant squishmallow. That is so cute.
When it comes in, I will send you a picture.
Thank you. We will pop it up,
and we'll put it
other things. Yeah,
and we'll have pictures of it as it gets signed and stuff in the track. We'll have it in the track during the day, so all the authors can find it and sign it.
That's very cool. Yay! Because they're all going to be coming through your track.
I know. That's the best part about being the home of Lit RPG at Dragon Con.
Lit RPG at Dragon Con. I love it. I love it. So all the people you already read.
Yes.
You're like, yay! I already know this book series. She just told me about Max Dinniman, y'all. Sorry.
Matt.
Matt. I said Max again, didn't I? See?
You did.
Oh, I hate getting old. Matt.
He's really an amazing author and a really good human being. So
yes. So I will be looking into that. I'm not a huge fantasy person, so it's kind of.
Well, his premise is more really apocalyptic sci-fi. Because the entire concept is Earth was a planet that was kind of seeded and started by an alien race, so they think they own it. And they come to repossess all the mineral rights. And oh no. But then what happens is they, according to intergalactic law, we have to have a way to win our planet back. And so they've created a dungeon, and they make a reality TV show out of the surviving human population trying to reach the final boss and beat the final boss to win our planet back.
So basically it sounds a lot like Mario World, except they put them down in a dungeon. And then, yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, well, the dungeon is like on Earth, so
that at least helps some.
Yeah,
yes.
So the main character runs around in boxers with hearts on them because he was at home and it was the middle of the night when when the dungeons opened up and he had to go to and it was like monsters driving them into the dungeon type thing. Yeah, no. I have had to answer so many questions of Cisca. Can I cosplay Carl? And I'm like, yes. And they went, you know the costume. And I went, yes, which is why I was about ready to tell you, if you're not wearing underwear, that counts as underwear, and you're not allowed to wear your underwear in public.
Right. There you go.
You know, I know. And I was like, oh, really? And I went, if I see your bits, there'll be bits.
There are no bits. No bitses. No bitses.
So
Dance
there'll be
cup.
bits. And then security will come and get you.
Right. Dance belt. Dance belt, people.
Nobody, you know, some secrets are meant to be left.
That's exactly
at home.
At home. We don't. Yeah.
Yeah. No.
We're not unpackaging.
Yeah. No. So, but it is a fun thing. They have a lot of fun with dressing it up. He uses a very unique sense of humor.
I'm actually really kind of looking forward to looking for this. I can't wait.
Like you get to the meth llamas.
The what?
Meth llamas.
Meth llamas? That just doesn't. There is nothing with the word meth in it other than meth recovery. That is a good word. There's not. There's just, if it starts with meth, that's not good. And you said meth lumps? No.
Llamas.
Meth llamas. Oh, Jesus.
Okay,
John,
gotta catch us up. Gotta catch us up with what's going on in the chat. Okay. Real quick.
I didn't write this stuff.
Yeah, well, one of the comments was by Red Nerd was that this fantasy doesn't require special brownies, which I assume was when we were talking about high fantasy versus regular fantasy.
Yes, I've made that joke many a time.
Although it may be different now. As we've gone through this, it might be helpful to have had a special brownie before you. And Red Nerd also points out that they are the best-selling author in the Goblin charcuterie board fiction genre.
Genre? Is that on Amazon?
Amazon.
Goblin charcuterie boards is a genre on Amazon.
Oh no, yeah, he is the absolute. I think it's going back to what he was saying, what you were saying before about authors being best-selling.
I'm the best-selling category.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Okay,
Sarah's
that's
here.
pretty.
Mandy's
Wow.
Here. Brandon's here.
Hi everybody. We're glad to see you back. We haven't run you off yet. I'm meth llamas.
Oh yeah.
And you know what? I'm going to see llamas this week at some
they're
point.
The first book.
And all I can think about is llamas are already high strung. They will bite and they will spit. They're not nice. And you putting them on meth is going to make it worse.
Let's see. Red Nerd just started and caught up with Dungeon Dungeon Crawler Carl.
There's 7 books in that series. That's a lot of reading.
Yep.
That's pretty. Wow, Dungeon Crawler. Yeah. Well, it's also like I think, and John, I hope you can help me. It was the movie. I want to say The Irregulars.
Red Nerd, real quick. Red Nerd say that you don't need a passport to get to the International Tower.
No, you do not.
Not as of yet.
Not if you have your badge.
You do have to have a Dragon Con badge to get there. That is very, very true. I can't remember the movie.
Spaniels. Let's see.
No, we love Cocker Spaniels.
No unpacking the packaging was another comment. I think we're again talking about Carl at this point.
Okay, we're still talking about Carl. Okay.
Context is important, or else I sound more insane than usual. So yes, if you take any of these out of context, anyway. Okay. All right.
All I can think about is you talk about this guy who's walking around only in these heart boxers.
Typically, like they have like a vest and stuff. He gets other gear throughout, so they have a shirt on. Thank goodness.
Okay, well that's good because I remember the Imperfects or Irregulars or something like that. Okay, so Chris Evans was in it, And there are many scenes in the graphic novel where his character is just wearing boxer briefs. No, not even. He's wearing Y-fronts and a cowboy hat. And everybody's like, where was that scene in the movie? That
I mean, Chris Evans can pull that off.
he probably could. And
I mean,
you know,
also the audience could pull it off of him.
that would possibly be as well. Oh, Captain, my Captain. All right, we're going to get back on to what we were talking about. So charity, that's going to be awesome. And it's a silent auction. Can you
It is a
explain
silent
that?
auction.
Some people don't understand what that is. So please help.
So what it is we will we'll have some preview items actually in the preview area for the main auction on Saturday,
Oh, cool.
and then in the track room. So some items may have a buy it now price,
Mhm.
and some, but it's a sheet of paper, and you'll be putting your bid down, and then other people can put their own bid down.
Mhm.
So we'll have some Tuckerizations and some as well. It'll be a lot of fun.
Do you limit? I know it used to be in the art auction, and I haven't bid on anything in the art auction in a while, that, you know, if it went past 3 people wanting it, it had to go to auction. Is
No,
that,
we don't do a live auction at all with
you
this.
don't at all.
No.
It's all, oh,
yeah,
wow.
yeah, no, I don't think I have the bandwidth to do that.
That would be a lot of bandwidth. I'm not going to disagree.
So yeah, between that, page to stage, all the we have 47 hours of programming right now.
47.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, you just already mentioned stage to page or page to stage.
Page to stage, yes.
Page to, I'm going to get all this stuff, y'all. At some point in my life, my aphasia is not going to be like this. But, and I even wrote it down, page to stage. So what is that? Because this sounds, sounds awesome.
We actually have done this a couple years now, but what we've retooled the contest. So in years past, we had an invitational, and then we had an open division. This is all open division this year, which means anybody can pre-register. We do require pre-registration. That's on the Dragon Con website. I share the link pretty routinely. It is filling up. There is a cap. So, but the pre-registrations, a lot of it's because we're the first costume contest at Dragon Con on Thursday night. So in order to not die and to give you guys a great show, we do have pre-registration.
Well, and where could they find that pre-registration?
If you go to the Dragon Con website, or you can find it under participation contests, and there's a hot link there that'll take you right down to that section on the page. Also, the Facebook page to Stage Costume Contest, and has links to it as well.
Okay.
So, and if barring all that, you can always email me at fantasy@dragoncon.org, and I will email you the link if needed.
Right.
But we do require it because it is Thursday night, and it's the first night of the con. And so Dragon Con there's 3 main principles of costume contests, really. You get the masquerade, like our masquerade, where it's all about the presentation and people on the stage and what they do there, which is great. You get the Friday night costume contest, which is a craftsmanship contest. And that's where the bulk of your score comes from in that contest. Well, then you get the interpretation. So page to stage is all about bringing a character to life from a page, whether that page be a comic, manga, graphic novel, webcomic. We've even had people do Magic the Gathering cards, or a traditional novel. It's bringing that character to life and in the interpretation. And we include things like, well, I really did my Captain America more based off the movie. That still counts because he still came from a comic, and now he has novels.
Right.
So
yes, very good.
And so we do have a prejudging section where they're going to ask things like, explain how you interpreted the character from the description. So, things like if you're doing Guinevere wearing a velour coat hardy kind of makes sense. That's that fitted dress you see in all the pictures, right?
Right.
For those who are not big into it. But it wouldn't make sense if you had her in like a tutu.
Or a 20s flapper.
Or a 20s flapper, unless you said, well, this was my interpretation of her living in the 1920s because I wanted to reimagine it. So we have some amazing. We have a professional cosplayer. We have who's one of our judges. We have judges who are professionals from the costuming industry, including a professor who teaches literally. He's like, this is what I have my seniors do: is take a book and I give them a character, and then they have to make the character as a costume. So we have a wonderful team behind it, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And we have amazing prizes. Oh my gosh.
Yes, you said you had prizes.
Yes, the prizes. We have $250 for best in show and a 3-night stay in a host and a 3-night stay in a host hotel.
Oh my.
Yeah, nice, right?
Oh my. Yeah.
Typically to get that you have to be like a Dragon Con director slaving away all year. And we don't even get the check. So and then second place is a $250 check. Third place is a $150 check. And best in interpretation is 55 Dragon dollars, which those are currency that you can go use in the vendor hall.
Excellent.
And they don't expire. So if you find something you like, or don't find something you like, you can still come next year and use it.
That's right. You just got to get down to the vendor hall, but that's not that bad.
I heard that they're working on that.
Yes.
So I wouldn't know anything about getting into the vendor hall. I haven't done it in years.
I think I went last year because there were some comic people I tried to find, and then I couldn't find them.
Well, they've done a new perk for the volunteers if they've been there 5 years, which is great.
Oh,
which is cool. If you're a volunteer and you've been volunteering for 5 years or more, you can get a fast pass on one of the non-peak days at a non-peak time. So like if you wanted to go, say, Friday or Sunday night, but not Saturday.
Or Saturday morning? No.
No.
Okay.
So the concern is that the fans would then lynch us.
Yeah, well, it is a busy day.
It is the busiest day for
That
us.
is the day. A lot of people who are not able to stay the whole 3-4 days or even 2 days of the weekend.
And people who come down to just see the parade and then go. I know somebody who their family tradition is they buy Saturday passes, go to the parade, go do stuff, and that's the only time they're at Dragon Con. So
no, and I think that's wonderful because again, they're still seeing Dragon Con. They're getting the parts they like. I know it means a lot of people, or it feels like way too many people on Saturday, but
it does.
But it's all right. We're all right with that. We like peoples.
We like our peoples.
We do like fans. We do like.
I love fans. Fans are totally different than the people I meet at the grocery store.
You don't do that online, so you don't have to talk to people anymore.
I don't trust people picking up my produce.
Oh,
I have
that was a big one for me. I don't disagree.
Like, anything else, I get it, but I'm like, I pick out my avocados because I also stage my avocados. Like when they're on special, I'll pick out 1 or 2 that are ripe and ready to be used now, and a couple that are going to be in a day. And so, so I don't trust other people picking up my produce.
I think that I get you. I understand.
Anything else? Like I ordered my coffee syrup from Amazon.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool. So. Coffee syrup.
Yes, because it's not too hot for coffee, especially if you're smart and use cold coffee.
If you use that kind of coffee syrup.
So like the coffee syrups you get at like the cafes and stuff that you can add. Yeah, no. I did find one person who sold caffeinated syrup, and I went, "Ooh, that would be dangerous."
That would be very dangerous. We have a friend.
Already dangerous enough. I make mocha Rice Krispie treats, espresso mocha Rice Krispie treats every year.
Oh, those sound brilliant.
They're made with real espresso.
I think those are the perfect con breakfast.
And chocolate Rice Krispies.
It's cereal.
It's cereal.
And I don't know what marshmallows are made of. And I don't care.
Goodness. They're made of goodness.
They're made of goodness. Yeah, marshmallows are just made of goodness.
Jody Lynn 9 managed to figure out a way to put bacon in them also.
Oh, yeah.
It really is a whole breakfast.
It's a whole breakfast.
And I'm like, you got to teach me that trick because then I don't have to eat beef jerky with it.
That's true.
I eat beef jerky with it because then when I get the evil eye from my track second grade, that's not a breakfast. I go put it. And he goes, there's no protein. Fine, I'll eat some beef jerky.
I'll eat some beef. They do make pre-packed bacon now.
I keep
you can
forgetting
warm up in a microwave. Yeah.
Yeah, but I
not
don't
as
have a
good as
microwave
other-
in the track room.
Oh, oops.
We have coffee in the track room,
That's always good.
and we have snacks.
Coffee in
But
the
not-
track room.
That's a bad idea to
Coffee
sometimes
in
do
the
coffee.
track
In.
room.
We have to do something. Our authors need to be awake.
Can't
Yeah,
have
everybody
liquor.
needs to be awake.
We
It's you
have
don't want to
coffee.
miss. I like the dance, John. You don't want to miss anything. I
We
understand
drive all
wanting
the ladies
caffeine.
nuts with the dance.
Oh yes.
Oh,
They're-
they
Yep,
all come to the
they're
yard.
coming out.
So, and then Friday night we have the Gather, which is in the same place that we just described.
And what's the gather? So just explain.
So
that.
the Gather is, I think it's the best book party at the con, and that it's if you're a guest or an attending professional for the con for this year, as an accepted for programming. I'm very precise about this because I've had people go, well, I'm a professional coming. And I'm like, you're not in the programming database, dear. No.
No, right.
We allow some selling space for them to sell some of their books, and then you can get
excellent.
them signed, and you can hang out and meet other authors. And it's an absolute blast. Everybody seems to really love it. We've had, I think we lost count last year.
Oops.
So we lost count at somewhere up north of 3,000 plus people.
Who came in and out?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
So
now where is the gathering?
So the
it's all
Gather is
in your.
in the International Ballroom,
Okay.
which is the same place as the Lit RPG raid. So we've already described where you can find it.
Mm-hmm.
And it is 4 hours. It's from 8 to midnight on Friday, which is
There you
great
go.
because it's not during the vendor hours. And you're not, I love Chessex and I love the lightsaber people, but it can get very hard getting past them to get to the book vendors.
That is true. It
So-
can. It can. But the other thing is that it's also a great way for fans to meet other fans.
Yes.
Of maybe that author or, just like you just told me, there's an apocalyptic genre of writer I don't know about. I love apocalyptic fic.
Lit RPG has a good number of them too.
Yeah. So I love that stuff. So yeah, no, that's good. I like that. That's awesome.
So it's
That's
a lot
awesome.
of fun. There's no music playing in the background because honestly, people are talking and that would just get too overwhelming.
That's wonderful. Yeah, that's wonderful.
And then we do have a bar. The Hyatt is very nice last year, and they sent us 2 bartenders.
Smart. You want us to buy? Come on in.
Well,
Yep.
and they love it. The bartenders did tell me we were one of their favorite events because we're well lit. There's not a lot of noise, and everybody's really nice because they're super happy to be there. So
That is, if you please remember to tip the bartenders and wait staff and the maids because they do a lot of work. Actually, they are brought in from other places.
well, and the
because of how
Hyatt
big
really
Dragon Con is.
suck because so the Marriott can pull from some close by locations,
Mhm.
but there's only really one Hyatt in the area, so they really get
Oh yeah, they get them from. I met somebody who usually works in Las Vegas.
oh yeah.
And everybody wants to come to Dragon Con because they've heard about it and heard that we are nice. Number one, let's remember that. Number one, we're nice, and number two, we tip decently.
Yes.
And I'm not saying, tip them.
I mean, I have a friend who
tip them.
puts-
Just remember,
she
people.
likes her sheets and her pillows done every day. She puts $5 on the pillow every day,
Right there,
which
you go.
doesn't sound like a lot, but by the time you're talking a 5-day con, and
be nice
she checks in early and leaves late, so she's there for 7 days.
That's a very nice thing. There you go. There you go. Okay, so that's there. Now, your track room is also in the International Tower, or has it changed?
No, my track room is not probably ever going to change. It's grown. They moved us to the end of the hall into a bigger space, but we are one level below the International Tower. So basically, go find the best book party in town and go down one more level, and you get us.
That's it.
And with us is sci-fi and writer's track. So if you love books, and that's why you're at con, you don't ever have to leave.
And I do want to remind people, sometimes people are like, I don't know if I can go into Writer's Track. There are certain things in Writer's Track that are an additional cost. But those are
going
put
to
out.
be clearly labeled in the app. though.
Yes,
So like we
exactly.
have the 2-day writers workshop run by Jody Lynn 9.
Mm.
That doesn't really fall under writer's track, but it is a writer's
Right.
thing. So, but all of those can be are listed on the Dragon Con website under
They
workshops.
will be. Yes.
So,
But this is a great way to go. I mean, I know fan fiction authors who want to become better fan fiction
Mhm.
authors or want to try to get into the mainstream
oh yeah.
without writing about dinosaurs and people in relationships. So,
Without violating our
these are way to do it.
self-interest.
Sean
had to
points,
bring up
Sean
something.
points out that only vets consider jerky breakfast.
That
I
makes
said
sense.
I was a vet.
You did. You did.
Army. Yeah, I was an Army medic. We're messed up.
Oh, no. No, you're not. Okay, so then you have so much going on. What else is your thing that you're really excited to tell everybody about?
So I am super excited. We're going to have some stuff. We've had people ask over the years for more information about audiobooks and
Okay.
how they're done. So we have 2 audiobook panels. We have one on Friday that's like the nuts and bolts. And then we have one that I call Screams from Inside the Booth, things audiobook narrators want their authors to know.
I really actually that one sounds like a lot of fun because I can see some of these audiobook people going, do I really have to say that? I don't want to say that. And-
So I have to admit, there's some wonderful audiobook narrators on TikTok, and watching them try and narrate some of those scenes are hilarious. So we actually have a good bit of romantasy panels. So
Okay.
I got a bit into reading romantasy this year, and I will, of course, admit that I sometimes what I'm reading creeps into the schedule.
Okay.
But I also am trying to read what's current, what people actually want to see and read, right?
Right.
So I read Fourth Wing, I read some other romantasies, and one of the things is if you're talking to romantasy book readers, they'll be like the MC and it's an MFMP, and I'm like, what?
What are all those terms?
So we are starting off doing some of the romantasy panels on Friday we have romance plus fantasy equals romantasy, decoding it all.
Okay, that's good.
And we're kind of just continuing through. We're going to have a romance. I think we're having it worked out. We have a romance panel and a romantasy panel and a lit RPG panel every day.
Okay. Well, that's okay.
But they're the really big viral things. But we also I have books that change the world. Mm-hmm. So, which is talking about books that have been used for positive change in Dragonflight by Anne McCaffrey was the first book by a woman to win a Hugo.
Right.
And so what she did really laid the groundwork for Fourth Wing and other things that came on. We have things like The Last Herald Mage by Mercedes Lackey, which was done in the late 80s, early 70s, I want to say. Late 80s or 70s, I can't remember right now. Probably 80s. But it was it was published by Dell. It was the first traditionally published novel with a gay main character. And it was his story arc. The first book is his story arc of coming out.
Oh.
So, yeah. And so it was widely well received. It was a bestseller. Right. So, but that book created and paved a way for so many people, not just in discovering their identities and feeling like it's okay and giving them the tools to talk about it, but just also in telling traditional publishing, there's a market for this and we want these stories.
Well, and that's very true. And I also think it's interesting how you said, you're trying to see which way the wind blows, what's viral, what's all of that.
Yeah.
But also, again, you use the comments from the app.
I use the comments from the app heavily. So I read this year, they actually went, we want 3 feedback things that you're going to do based off of the app. And then I apologized to Regina because I felt like I sent her a novella. Because I didn't
what?
I feel like I sent her a novella.
Uh-oh.
So novella is shorter than a full novel, normally no longer than 100 pages. So 50 to 100 pages. But it really wasn't. But it was a breakdown of these are the panels that were low performing. Here's why. Here's kind of there was 1 or 2 we did them because we kind of expected that they might flop, but we thought the topic was good, and we're seeing if it did
You have
well.
to
And some
see,
of them that just
right.
needed retuning. Every year there's something that needs a little retuning sometimes to make it better.
Right.
So it was like, I'm going to move this panel here. I'm going to do this here, things like that. And we have a new moderator for the dating game this year. So,
and
yeah.
the dating game. Okay, now explain this to everybody about the dating game, because I think yours is the only track that does this now, or maybe another one does too. Maybe
I don't think
military?
anybody does the dating game.
Okay.
So, or at least not like we do. So,
Okay. So yes,
we do the dating game as the old school TV show. Actually, we have a group of 4 authors go up. They only have to do this for 30 minutes, and they get to pretend to be their character or a character from their novel. And then they go on the dating show. One of them's 3 of them are suitors trying to woo this character into picking them. And then we kind of flip the script, and the next one is one suitor and 3 damsels, or however. And it's always hilarious, and you don't have to be good at improv for this. So I had somebody go, they really need to tell these people more about their characters. And I literally wrote to Regina, and I went, no, I can't tell. If they don't know their characters, it's not my fault. They didn't do their homework.
wait. If they don't know, as in the authors don't know their characters,
Yes.
or the people in the audience?
The person in the app said that one of the authors didn't seem to know their character. And I went, that's not my problem.
Okay, I got it. Oh, okay.
So, like, the character lives rent free in their head. They should be able to do that.
Well,
But I'm not saying it's easy, but it's a fun one, and it's a 10 p.m. panel, but not all of it's always mature. Like, if we have a group of YA authors, we do that one first, and we say, this is will be YA.
Right. So keep it PG-13.
Yeah.
So this is YA, PG-13. Now everybody get out, because this is after 10, and now we're going to do.
Yeah. So,
now we're going R-rated.
Now we're going with the brakes have loosened. I don't ever say off, not with authors.
No.
Real quick question.
Yes.
Real quick question. Because I may have missed what this means. ACOTAR?
ACOTAR.
ACOTAR. Okay.
What is that?
The question
It is
was
a book
fantasy
series.
lit or high fantasy?
That would be fantasy lit. It's a Court of Thrones and Roses.
Oh. Okay.
Oh,
Okay. Gotcha.
that's woof.
It's a very spicy fae romance novel.
No, I would have never gotten to that from those. I would have been like,
As I said, there's an aspect of it called decoding for a reason.
I think that's really a good idea. Yeah, I'd need the decoding. So, anything else you want to bring up about the track, or?
We have a ton of fun. I could go on forever. We have some amazing panels. We're bringing back our IP panel. We're bringing back, which is intellectual property, but I call it IP here, IP there, IP everywhere, intellectual property.
Yep.
Because it is everywhere. We're going to do a panel on like the different shades and flavors of love.
Okay.
Because not all love is spicy. Sometimes it's platonic. And then, of course, we have people who have all different kinds of likes.
Spicy. It's spicy.
So, sometimes it's spicy. Sometimes, we just had Pride Month.
We did, except in Atlanta, it is Pride Month, but Atlanta will do the Pride Parade in October when it's not so freaking hot.
What? We don't want our people. Yeah, we don't want our people to pass out.
We don't want anybody to pass out.
Though my brother did have a friend who ended up, apparently there was one year where they did a Black Pride Parade on Labor Day weekend.
Yes,
My brother's friend accidentally ended up at that looking for the Dragon Con one. And he's a very pasty pale guy, so that was interesting.
He was a friend of a friend of a friend.
Red Nerd just did say I opened a random page in a corn of thorns.
A quart of thorn and roses.
At the
Thorn and
bookstore, and I immediately felt like I needed an adult.
John, that sounds like something you should go read.
You should go read it. I do understand that it is better written than Chuck Tingle, though.
Honey.
I mean, if only I read.
Yes, if only you read. But honey, I got a 12-year-old nephew. That's much better. I got an
So
old
we have
fanfic of my own that's much better.
We have a spotlight stealing sidekicks, which will be a fun one.
Oh, that will be a fun one.
Yeah. So we're kind of mixing in, some of our kind of classic where we drill down and focus on our favorite aspect of a book or a literature.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I had all these Fourth Wing fans. I cannot do a Fourth Wing IP panel just about Fourth Wing without Rebecca Yarros. It gets creepy.
Oh, why?
Because it's kind of creepy.
Okay.
She's alive, so she's writing the series, right?
Right.
Book 4, she's writing book 4. She's alive, but it's just kind of weird to do a panel all about somebody's book when they're not there.
Oh, that would make sense. No, that would make sense.
No.
But yeah, I get that. And if you don't know what an IP address is and you are into fandom and reading and writing, whether it's from the actual book or what somebody's interpreted from the book and made a fan fiction of, you need to know what IP is. And if you're ever thinking about doing it, you need to know
we have
what
some
IP
great
is.
people. We have some authors. We've had authors on the IP panel who've had their media rights bought. And so they've talked about that experience.
Mm-hmm.
And like the fact that it's a very different kind of lawyer you need to review those contracts. So it's a whole bunch of fun.
I think that's the kind of stuff I love too, because you're going to get some great stories. There's no doubt.
Oh yeah.
But this is also something that it's fun. I'm learning something and I'm having fun, which is what I think about a lot of Dragon Con. I honestly do. I mean, it's always great. Yes, John?
So I am being harassed in the chat.
Well, that's why you don't look at it.
Sarah asks, that's why I never read comments.
That's why you never read the chat while we're doing this. Yeah.
Sarah asks, anything not book related on the schedule?
Theater related. Sarah Rose.
Oh yes, we have.
We got you there.
I have the panel up. We have Divine Drama, Myths, and Gods in Modern Theater.
Okay.
And that is on Friday.
Oh, all right. Now I need that description, please, if you have it written out yet.
I actually have beautiful aspect of having multiple screens. So journey into theater where myths shape modern storytelling, discover the connections between works classic fantasy such as Antigone and the Odyssey, and modern works such as Hades Town, Epic the Musical. Why did the classics resonate and continue to hold us so captive?
Right. And as Sarah Rose has already pointed out on another podcast, they are doing a Hades Town sing-along, and those are always fun. But yeah, I think talking about so many of I got this the other day, and I don't even remember what I was reading, and all of a sudden it hit me is, wait, I'm just reading like a Greek play. It's all those things of a Greek play, right? And you're like, but it doesn't, It's kind of like, there are a lot of them like that when you're reading them, you're like, okay, I understand where this story is going. I don't remember why I understand where this is going and how those parts go. Yeah.
By Sam Hall, Dragon found his book 1. Mm-hmm. And it's a very Cinderella story as it starts.
Oh, yeah.
For like the first part of the book. It is definitely, John should totally go read it. It's a spicy book. He'll love it.
Another spicy book, John.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo.
So you're going to stumble across a lot of them if you get on TikTok.
See, that's the one I don't have
What
yet.
is TikTok again? What is that?
Yeah.
What's that thing?
He's suddenly more interested.
I've crossed the 50 year threshold a little while ago, so I don't know if I'm allowed on TikTok.
Yes, you are. But so TikTok is Les Johnson is a NASA scientist and sci-fi author who comes to Dragon Con, and he's on TikTok, and he's older than you.
There you go.
So TikTok is, I actually really enjoy it because it's a native, videos are native to TikTok. So anything like Facebook, Instagram, where videos have been retrofitted into how the platform works.
Mm-hmm.
And it actually has, I am not a technical person, and it has some great video editing features. Like it'll sub caption things for you. You just hit the little button and you can go in and fix anything that their AI messed up. So a lot of the videos that I have been posting on Facebook or on YouTube with like my book reviews and stuff about cons, I've actually recorded them using that app, and then I just there's a button you can save, so I save it onto my phone and I just upload it into the other ones.
That's very cool. That is very cool.
So,
I like
yeah,
that idea.
and I post book reviews and stuff about cons when I go to cons, and helpful things for authors to know at cons.
That is good. I would like to give people that want authors to sign something a helpful hint. If you have those little sticky notes, Post-its, I have no idea what just fell
yeah, no,
around
Barnes
me.
and Noble, we did those.
Post-its are wonderful because I had, oh God, why can I not remember his name? The guy who did Red Shirts and the Kaiju Appreciation Society. Well, I had one that I wanted signed for myself and one I wanted signed.
John Scalzi?
Scalzi. Yes, thank you. It is Scalzi. And I had it exactly what I wanted to this name. Please put this and then sign. And he was like, that's great. You already got it. Awesome. And it also helps sometimes if you're doing that and you want a personalization on the guest walk of fame.
Yeah, when I worked at Barnes and Noble, we had Ray Durham, who does Pioneer Woman, and we did that. We had one person who literally she had very good handwriting, so it was not me.
Right. Yeah, right.
and spelling, and wrote it on the sticky note. So when the book was passed to her, the person could focus on signing them, she could focus on signing, and she just write.
Right.
And it worked
and
really well.
It really helps. It really does help everyone. And again, yes, please have somebody with good handwriting. I would never ask my husband or son to write anything like that because woof, and your cat just jumped down behind you.
Yeah.
Probably gonna sneak up behind you and get you. You never know.
Probably.
It's a cat.
He's been a little crazy lately.
Yeah. All right. Now, we've already kind of talked about TikTok, but where can people find everything they want to know about the Fantasy Lit track?
So Fantasy Lit has a YouTube channel, Fantasy Lit at DragonCon, Fantasy Literature at DragonCon, and we have past panels up there. So if you're like listening to this and you're an author and you go, I don't know what this panel is about, like Boinking Beasties, you can go look it up. We have them all recorded and up there. We have Fantasy Literature at DragonCon on Facebook. Liz just shaking her head.
I love that topic, but all I can think about is meth llamas right now. This is not good. These are bad. This is bad, Cisca. This is very bad. Sorry.
I mean, I do joke that I'm feral, and that explains so much.
Well, that's a lot of Gen X. We are kind of like, all we need is Pop-Tarts. Diet Coke.
So
we work it out.
We have Facebook. We have an Instagram. I'm not so good at pushing on it. None of my volunteers want to do. I'm like, doesn't somebody want to help with social media? They're like, nope. And they're like, that's why you don't get paid the big bucks. And I'm like, fine.
Okay.
So I don't know if I have to like bribe them. Maybe I'll give you a free badge if you just run all the social media accounts for the entire year.
There you go.
Regina's probably hearing me and going, no.
Yeah, it might be worth your time to pay for.
That might be, yeah.
And then, so we have the Facebook page, we have the YouTube channel. If you're on TikTok, you just Cisca Small. You'll find me there. That we don't have a separate TikTok channel for that. How the algorithm works on TikTok, it wouldn't work really well. So, but I do talk about panels and stuff like that there too. Okay. And then you can find me also on Facebook as Cisca Small.
Cisca Small. And that's Cisca.
Yes,
but it is pronounced
despite the fact that I look like my dad's got Irish family, I am Hispanic, third generation Hispanic, and it's a Spanish name, so it has
it's
its own thing.
It's a beautiful name.
Thank you.
Okay, so we know where that is. John, I think, has brought one up on our screen.
Yep.
That is all of three of us.
And that's one of my favorite profile pictures.
I cannot. What is the profile picture?
It's it's actually one I created. I used a paintbrush, and it's Delphi, and a picture from one of the satellites of like the stars, like the nebula or something like that.
Delphi, the Oracle of Knowledge.
What?
Delphi, the Oracle of Knowledge. Okay,
like
I just want to make sure there wasn't
a place
another.
in Greece overlaid.
Yeah.
With the Starscape that I got from NASA.
Got it. Yeah, there we go.
Oh.
Okay, that helped. Okay, what else do people need to know? Because we're going to go and play a game before I get the giggles again, because it hurts to hold them in sometimes.
There's always drink water. Please drink water.
Please drink water.
Have at least one meal a day on the go and one sit down meal. I always tell people exactly one sit down, and I'm like, this is my sit down. I'm not moving until this is done, and I'm not rushing either meal. And then I have one meal on the go, and then
that's pretty good. Yeah.
And then I have a whole bunch of snacks that might equate to a meal. My friend, we went to a thing, and she's never seen me order food after 10 p.m.
Wow.
We were at one of the soccer games that was like 9 o'clock at night for the Club World Cup, and she's like. And I'm like, you know what? I don't know. Both. I'll take both. And she goes, you just ordered s'mores and funnel cake. Yes.
Yes. And
she's like, and I'm like, and then I ordered 2 different things of flavored popcorn. And she's like, I'm like, this is why I don't order food after 10. I just order everything. And especially
it all looks good.
Sugary.
Oh yeah. Sugar, more fat, deep fried with that funnel cake. Ooh. Do you get the ones with the strawberry and the whipped cream on them? Or
I just like my funnel cake just as is.
Yeah.
Like I get so old school. I mean, I like modern fun stuff, obviously, look at my panels, but I like funnel cake, classic is best.
Funnel cake and the French fries you get at fairs. I don't know why. Those are my favorites because you then put malt vinegar on them. I don't know why those are so different than
the other fries. It's the only time I like salt and vinegar on my fries.
Yes, exactly. There you go. Okay, so this has been great. This is always wonderful with you. I'm glad your dog is now calmer. He was very upset Mom was doing a podcast, it sounds like. But Mom's about to be done. So we are going to wait on John to...
I just sent you the...
Yeah, John, falls in your court.
I sent the code in your chat.
My chat.
We're going to play high-low again on... Jackbox.tv. You see that?
And I am not doing well on that game, but what a surprise.
As soon as I get a couple people in there, I'll transition over to our screen. I will let everyone know again, if you have an idea for a podcast you would like to pitch us, you can hit theuniquegeek.com/suggest. And there'll be a form there, and you send that, and then we'll send us over, your ideas. Also, there we go.
And then there's also the Etsy shop.
Then there's also the Etsy shop too. Yes, that's true.
Which is theuniquegeek.com/shop.
Shop, I think.
Shop.
I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, it is shop. I did it last night.
And we're just waiting for Cisca.
Where is the code?
Oh, sorry,
okay.
I sent you in the chat.
See this? There's a little thing under your face that it'll look like toggle the chat. It's 2 over from the microphone.
It's LDAL. I could just say it because, by the time. Did you see it?
Okay, 1 second. I need to probably pull this up on my phone, right?
Somebody's already heard it. Yes.
Oops. Yes. Quickly. Jackbox TV.
Okay. I'm at Jackbox TV. And
LDAL. Everyone else is jumping in.
Thank you for our nice people who are waiting to make sure she gets in. Thank you.
Okay, I'm there.
There we go. Boop.
Let me
I always
add the
liked it
audio.
that I got to grab my own little kind of thing though, but boop, boop, boop.
Okay,
That
we
is
got a
perfect
fair number of
volume,
people in
John.
today.
Oh,
Pal
wow.
Family, got one more slot open. I'll give it just a couple of minutes, a couple of seconds.
If the
rather.
Powell family's there, I'm never gonna win.
Yeah, I know, right?
I know.
Anybody else? You know what I just realized? Our
What?
hold on. I'll transition this back over here. Okay. There. I think that oh no, it's still covering. It's still covering the code.
I don't know what he's doing. This is why he's the producer, y'all, if you ever wondered. Okay, John, are you going to show it to us or no?
Just happened there. Oh, we're ready. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Nobody else has joined. I was
Okay.
trying to uncover the QR code a little bit, but I'll have to deal with that later. All right, here we go.
Which massive list will you try and conquer? Cast your vote.
Learned from how-tos or sandwich ingredients or dad adjectives. Everyone's voting on a topic now.
Thank goodness
will play-
Blinking
I
Beans
know someone-
is not there.
Uh,
Sorry, John.
How do I? Oh wait,
Okay,
On
then.
your
I saw the screen. I was poking on my laptop screen.
Were you trying to click on the laptop?
Look on the phone.
In
Well, I
one
haven't
word.
been drinking. All I've had is coffee and water today.
So you'll be guessing the best and worst of the list. To start us off, try and guess one of our top-ranked answers. Type your
One
guess
word
on your
for
controller
a
and hit
sandwich
submit.
ingredients. Sandwich ingredients. Top most popular answers for sandwich ingredients.
Remember, guesses should be one word only.
There is a
That's
QR code
almost
on
two
this.
words.
Proceed.
Fantasy.
Let's see what happened.
You can put them together.
Cheese. 3 people said cheese, and it was the top answer. Mustard. Sean said mustard. Number 11.
Splendid.
Oh, number 11. Why can't I see this on mine?
Mayo. Can you?
Oh, number 2.
Number 2. 3 people. No, 3 people for bread. Number 5. Turkey. Lee's the only one saying turkey, but she is
Number 10.
Currently, Chris is in the lead with Lee right behind.
Now, try and guess another top-ranked answer.
Another top rank answer
One word
for
guesses
sandwich
only,
ingredients.
please. Type your guess and hit submit.
We will be changing games, by the way, too. I just,
At some point.
If you want to smush 2 words together like peanut butter, just make sure you think it's something other people would also have done. All answers are in.
there we go.
First we
Answers are
have-
in.
Peanut butter and jelly time.
Powell Family and Rachel said ham, and that was number 4. Lettuce. Sean and Cisca had that. That was number 8.
Well,
Lunch meat. All the way down.
No!
Oh, Carrie.
very average.
Oh, Carrie did 341 for lunch
I
meat.
like it.
Oh, meat. Just plain old meat was number 3. Oh, you got away with tomatoes. 9. Colonel's Ann said pickles. Oh, which is number 7. Oh, we've almost completed the top 10.
We have almost complete. I know, that's
Someone get number
amazing.
6 in there. That'd be great. Let's see who's the lead right now. Still Chris with Eternal Zan right behind, and Lee in 3rd place.
Now you're looking for one of our lowest.
Now you want a
ranked
lowest
answers.
ranked answer.
As in, what did very few people answer?
Spam? Is spam?
I was thinking of that, but
Spam makes really good musubi, though.
there's a great spam Hawaiian spam place I've never gone to. It's in Atlanta. I need to go see if it's any good.
That sounds like it would be fun.
Mhm.
Just don't go pregnant.
Yeah, Lee.
That
Don't go
would-
pregnant.
Yeah, that would be a new star in the sky
I've got all your answers. Let's
or
see how
a
you
serious
please.
lawsuit against a urologist.
Yeah.
Maybe not for you, but
Ketchup is
somebody
number
else.
15. 2 people said that. Cucumber. Cisca said that cucumber is 29.
Promising.
Liverwurst.
Ooh.
Oh,
I like
wow.
liverwurst.
179. Remember one at the lowest. Grass. 181. Oh, beats out liverwurst by
Looking
2.
good.
That was Lee, by the way. Squid.
Oh,
Squid comes in
squid
at
is way down.
317 actually on the
Oh,
list.
no.
Dressing. Sean says dressing. It's at 166.
Oh,
Vegemite. Uh-oh,
dear.
going back up.
Why is Vegemite that high?
59, right?
Stop.
Tuna.
This is from all over the world.
Tuna is number 20. Yes, it's for all the world.
Now we know.
Get out of your American-centric ways. Let's see. Chris is
You're
still
doing
leading
really
with Simon
well.
next.
Now give me another low
Or $1 mon.
guess.
Either one.
The low
Low
ranking
list.
answer.
You want to be low. Low, low, low. Who is it that's saying that? It wasn't Flo Rida. It was,
Oh wow, I picked one not even on the list.
Yeah, that does happen. But it lets you put something else, so.
I wrote kimchi, and it told me that's not on the list.
probably because it's
That's
kimchi.
rather surprising. Kimchi's awesome if you
I
get
mean,
good
you said pick something people wouldn't put on a sandwich.
Motor oil.
See, that's just it. There's so many that I could go in.
Kimchi's at least food.
Did it play out?
Answers are
Promising.
in. Dirt. Dirt is actually on the list at 313.
Dirt's on the list,
Higher
but not
than squid.
kimchi.
No, 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 no.
Olives, 26. Higher
Oops,
than
sorry,
cucumber.
Rachel.
Fish. Oh, we're just going down a little bit. Oh, 31.
I like it.
Seaweed. Unpopular answer, seaweed at 226. Sardines.
my.
Uh-oh, going back up the list to 47. 47.
Looking good.
Mint going down to 310.
Oh,
Roast
no.
beef.
Oh,
By the way,
that-
mint is still higher than squid.
Promising.
Beets. 128.
Huh!
All right, I think is our last question coming up. And Chris and Simon are battling it out. Actually, Simon and Lee are battling it out.
Finally, you have two
Which is more
choices on
popular,
your
peanut
controller.
butter or bacon?
Which do you think is ranked higher on the list?
I mean, come on, that's got to be obvious,
Make
right?
your choice.
I'm not sure this is right, but I mean, I like them both, just not together on a sandwich. So
I mean, I wouldn't put
And
peanut
how
butter and
did it play
bacon.
out?
Honestly.
Bacon's higher, has the most people voting for it. 16 is peanut butter. Number 6, we closed out the top 10.
woo! We did close out the top 10. Oh my goodness gracious!
You cleared the entire top 10. Remarkable.
Thank you.
Show me our final scores.
The results are in. Rachel's in last place. Simon's in second. Lee's in third. But Chris is our winner.
Way to go, Chris! Those
Way
were
to go,
awesome.
Chris.
Welcome back to the lobby. Take a moment and decide what you're doing next.
Now you gotta stop that.
Yeah, I know. We're going back to this. Here we go. There we go.
We're done?
Okay,
We're done.
we're done.
with
it's,
that game.
It's a quick game, but
That
it's
was
fun.
fun.
Isn't that fun? I like it.
We
And
didn't get to
Okay.
use any of
we
my
wrapped on time and
answers.
everything.
What
What's
were
that?
your answers?
On like the one word thing, it was like, what do you have more than 20 of? Books.
Oh no, that's for a different one.
Oh.
They'll do that. They take those and they put them on different things. They don't say
Ah.
for sandwiches. No.
No, but
But
I
yeah,
love my
20
books
or
on my
more.
sandwich.
20 or more books. Yeah. Why don't you go about 100 and more, or maybe even
All of those are signed pretty much too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Really?
cool.
Oh wow. Good for you.
Yeah.
Okay. So
When you work a literature track at Dragon Con, authors sign your shit.
that's true. That is very true. I actually have to talk to you. Don't go away at the end of this because I have something. Maybe you can get to the right people.
Mhm.
So again, before we end this, let us know where everybody can find out anything. Not really, but
Yeah,
About
anything at all.
track.
Just Wikipedia?
no,
Is
just
that a
about
place?
the track.
Anything about the track, I'd go
Oh, about
to
the track. I thought
the Dragon Con app. I'd go
general
to
knowledge.
fantasy literature at Dragon Con on Facebook. Any fantasy literature at Dragon Con on YouTube. I've been putting a bunch of the tracks info on TikTok. My name very creatively right now is Cisca at fantasy literature at Dragon Con. Yeah, I'm very creative.
CISCA at.
CISCA. And I have a Discord. I think that's Cisca Small. You can
But
see
it doesn't sound like you do a whole lot on that.
I most of what I do on Discord is with gaming. And
Yeah.
that's a different type of personality.
Okay. That's,
We
oh, Lord help us all.
real quick, I do want to catch up on some chat before we check
Oh,
out
okay.
of here.
Please.
Zan points out today that the Marriott recently opened up a full room rates. It does
Ooh.
require a full 4-night stay, but it is and it's more expensive than Dragon Con rates, as one would expect.
Yes. Way more.
Devouring a book, someone points out, that was Red Nerd, does not count as a meal, which is what we were
No.
talking about.
Excuse me, I leave very satisfied from my books.
I'm sure you do, but it's not a meal.
Zan points out depends on the
Although-
book, and then
See?
Red Nerd counters with that depends. Gives a new definition to cookbook, I guess.
I like the idea of a book cake when it like an ice cream cake that has those little crunchies in it, like the Carvel things.
Yes, exactly.
You don't care about that.
John seems confused by his chat.
He's reading the chat.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. So Chris was sitting. Oh, by the way, thank you, Chris. Chris was sitting in the parking lot at in Moab, Utah, to play with us.
I've been to Moab.
Yeah,
Wow.
I mean, I'm thinking you. There's much better things to do than sitting in a parking lot playing with us in Moab.
There's not a lot in Moab, if I remember correctly.
But if you look
Not
outside,
unless you're
there's a
mountain
whole-
biking.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty pretty.
And someone
Oh,
points
it's
out
cool.
that Jackbox VPN. Jackbox doesn't like VPNs, so if you, I think, because someone was trying to get on and couldn't get past it because of the VPN. Also, someone pointed out that the Facebook stopped streaming. Yeah, Facebook was being a let's see, how do I say
Curmudgeon.
this? Curmudgeon, exactly. So it just
Grumpy.
kept dropping the connection. So I'll figure that out and try to get Facebook going again later. It notoriously has problems when you since they recently changed their API, so it's all screwy. Anyway, so that's caught up on there. And again, where are you at physically at Dragon Con?
Oh, physically at Dragon Con, we are in the Hyatt International Tower.
And as we stated earlier, you do not need a passport to get there currently.
You do not need a passport to get there, but you do need a Dragon Con badge to participate in the events. You can hang out in the lobby all you want, but you can't go into the panels and stuff like that. And that's where the really juicy stuff is.
That's where the fun stuff has been. It really is.
So you can find us by going into the Hyatt lobby, going to the bookstore and following it around, and then going down 2 levels. Or if you go all the way down in the main tower to the bottom, it will connect you over that way.
And by all the way down, that means all the way down where it's like the parking garage attendants.
Yeah.
So that's all the way down.
Yeah, all the way down to the parking level.
Whoosh.
So
It's very long.
it's where
We're seeing
those of us-
people load in and out.
the blood drive's there, actually. It's where the blood drive is now.
Mhm.
So if you go down to that little maze and you come out and you see the blood drive, hang a right and keep follow. When it dead ends, you're going to turn left and keep following it around and then go up in a level.
Mhm.
Chris
There's
says they're on
escalators.
vacation doing off-roading. Again, thank you. Said you guys are totally worth it, but thank you
That's
for
really
that.
sweet
but
of you.
it's,
Thank you, Chris.
Have a life,
No.
enjoy and embrace the moment.
Hey, he's enjoying. If he's enjoying this, thank
Again,
God.
I'm saying I'm humbled. I'm humbled, and I cannot accept the
That's very
compliment.
sweet.
So that's
I mean, I go
Well,
and
lots
hide
of
up in
therapy.
North Carolina.
What's that?
You go and hoard it high in North Carolina.
I go hide up in North Carolina. My parents have a house up there, and I will go hide up there. And I leave my phone in the bedroom. Nobody gets a hold of me. And I just sit there. All my pictures are, look, this is Cisca reading a book. Here's the book. There's the mountain.
Yeah, there you go.
I did a long vacation, so I was like, look, there's a laptop. And I basically was like, I promise, Regina, I'm working on Dragon Con stuff right now. There's a laptop screen
Right.
and the mountain. Though I didn't She knew, and she saw the login page for the database, but I don't dare post the database a picture with the database itself in there because authors are wonderful, conniving, and clever people, and they will zoom in and try and figure out what I'm doing.
As will fans. Sometimes.
Yes, I will tell people all the time the devil is into the details, but not as much as the fans are.
And with that, I will say, until next time, for Cisca and Leigh, this is John saying peace.
This was a production of The Unique Geek. Call our comment line at 8133210TUG. That's 81332108884. Email us at thegeeks@theuniquegeek.com or 50days@theuniquegeek.com. Follow The Unique Geek on Facebook and Twitter. This podcast is distributed under a Creative Commons Attribution Non-Commercial Share-alike license.
And we're all going to be good right now because we're still on air. So don't say anything bad.
Still on air. That's true. Okay, stopping the
That's
stream
still
now.
on air.